All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Waharakar Kodash. I want to say double honors to the apostles and the elders at Great Millstone for teaching his word in truth and sincerity and for ruling well. And salutations to my fellow Akim across the four corners of the globe, preaching in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Hey, this is the brother Gabar Yahweh from GMS Hawaii coming to you with another lesson. And this lesson is on this video, a couple of videos that I have. This is video was inspired by a video that Bishop Elder Karab for the main camp did. His page is a GMS Rebuke at the Gate. Okay, and he did a good lesson, and he had mentioned this in the lesson, and so it showed these East Indians or Elamites throwing their gods or some of their gods in the streets and off of bridges into the water because their gods didn't deliver them from the coronavirus. And right now, India over there, East India, they're catching hell by way of by way of the C-19. And so they went to their idols, but their idols didn't deliver them, and now they're upset. Okay, and it's just this is a precursor to the things that come, because even Israel, 2/3 of you Jakes out there, you're going to give up your idols, man. You're going to be calling on Allah. He ain't going to help you. You're going to be calling on Jesus. He ain't going to help you. You're going to be calling on all these idols of the nations, and they're not going to deliver you from the judgment of the Lord, man. Okay? And this is an example of how the scriptures are 100% true, and how we know that the scriptures are 100% true, man. Because this idol worshiping is permeating the whole world, man. You're a lot of Israelites, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, you are into witchcraft, idolatry, and in this world it pushes that spirit of evil, okay? Worshiping yourselves, but you can't deliver yourself, man. You can't save yourself, just like these idols couldn't save these East Indians.
A large number of Indians have thrown the idols of the gods they worshipped on the streets as the numbers of coronavirus infections and deaths skyrocket in the country. Indians expressed their anger at the idols that they worshipped and sacrificed themselves for, but the idols did not protect them from the coronavirus. They prayed to the idols because they believed that it could save them from the virus, but they finally discovered that they could not do anything, and hence they destroyed it. The number of daily coronavirus deaths in India has been reaching a record number of 3,780, as the total number of infections exceeded 20 million.
Look at that.
India's under.
Look at that. They had them all in the street, and they just put them on the back of a truck. They just threw them out there because they're worthless, man.
3,780, as the total number of infections exceeded 20 million. India's underfunded health.
And that's also show you too that these nations, they don't have faith either, man. Okay. Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. This is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1. Here we go. Jeremiah 10 and 1. All right. This is Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1. And it reads, it says, "Hear ye the word which the Lord speak unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven." Hey, these heathens, they're dismayed at the signs of heaven. They're dismayed at the sign of distress. They're dismayed that their gods, their idols, their so-called gods, their idols didn't deliver them out of their destruction, out of their sickness, out of this plague. Okay? So it says, they hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. It says, matter of fact, yep, for the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of his hands, the workman with an axe, right? And that's what they did with that Christmas tree, that Nimrod's phallus, man. That's what that Christmas tree represented, Nimrod's phallus. And those are all vain customs. These people would set up altars to these so-called gods. These East Indians, man, they got hundreds and hundreds of idols, man. You know what I'm saying? And none of them idols delivered them from that pain. You even have Indians putting shit on themselves, man. Cow shit. Put to defend from the coronavirus, man. Yeah. It says that Indian doctors warn against cow dung as COVID cure, because these East Indians, they worship cows too. They worship cattle. Okay, they worship rats. They worship all manners of things. They worship the river, the waters. That's what they do, man. It says people pray after applying cow dung on their bodies during cow dung therapy, believing it. And then Esau, he'll go over there and he will find this shit, bring it back to the United States, and then he'll make this a chic thing to do. Open up a whole place, location where you're putting shit on yourselves, man. Feces on your bodies, man, to boost your immunity, man. You see? Same thing with our people, the women of our nation, especially you so-called Negro, West Indian, Haitian women, your so-called black women in America and in other parts of the world like Africa, West Africa. What are you doing? You're putting hair that these East Indians sacrifice to their idols. You're putting it on your head. They put it in they idolize the cutting of the hair and the hair itself, and then the priest or whatever go out the back door and rush it to sell it off so he can get some money, man. So a lot of you women, you idolize your hair. None of that's going to deliver you in a time of wrath, man. So going back to Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 3, it says for the customs of the people are vain. Okay, let me see if I can find a blue letter for that, because this is acting up right here. Hold on. The Hebrew word for the word custom there is haqua, and it says statutes, ordinance, limits, enactment, something prescribed. Statute, it says, and meaning substantially the same, appointed, custom, manner, and ordinance. So the ways of these heathen, they're vain, man, because their idols don't hear them. All that praying, all of that, pouring feces on your body. And they do more than this. They do way more, especially East Indians, man. They really get into that idol worship. But 2/3 of Israel is in the same mindset of the heathen, man. You go down South America, you go down Central America, North America. What are you Israelites doing when trying to pray the 19 away, man? You trying to pray it away, but you praying to an idol that can't deliver you, man. That won't deliver you. And like Bishop Elder Karab said, man, us brothers in the truth, man, we got plenty of examples where Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai showed up on our behalf, man, and delivered us from temptation, from death. Okay? So we're good. But these other nations, they're not no good. And look at this. These are some of their idols, man. Idols thrown in the street, man.
Those did not protect them from the coronavirus. They prayed to the idols because they believed that it could save them from the virus, but they finally discovered that they could not do anything, and hence they destroyed it. The number of daily coronavirus deaths in India has been reaching a record number of 3,780, as the total number of infections exceeded 20 million. India's underfunded health system has struggled to.
And that shows you too. Like, look, these East Indians, they be fucking up their water supply, man. They just throw anything in this damn Ganges River. They throw any and everything in these rivers, man. Bodies, okay. They had to create nets to catch the corpses that be flowing in the water that they reverence, man. A river. You see, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 1. And again, one preparing himself to sail and about to pass through the raging waves, calleth upon a piece of wood more rotten than the vessel that carrieth him. For verily desire of gain devised that. That's right. That's what idol worshiping is all about. It's about gain. You get money, you get praise, and you get acclaim in this world from that shit. For verily desire of gain devised that, the workman built it by his skill. but thy providence, O Father, governeth it. For thou hast made a way in the sea and a safe pass in the ways, right? So the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, he the one that makes a way for you to overcome adversity of any kind, including in the sea. The Most High has stayed the waves and create a safe path for you to flow, man. Showing that thou can save from all danger. Yep, Yahweh Shem Shai can save from all danger, but these idols, they can't do that. They have an inability to do that. Why? Because they're not real. They're not living. Showing that thou canst save from all danger, yea, though a man went to sea without art. Nevertheless, thou wouldest not that the works of wisdom, nevertheless, nevertheless, thou wouldest not that the works of thy wisdom should be idle, and therefore do men commit their lives to a small piece of wood, and passing the rough sea in the weak vessel are saved. For in the old times also, when the proud giants perish, the hope of the world governeth by the hand escaped in a weak vessel, and left all ages a seed of generation. Left to all ages a seed of generation. That's talking about Noah. It says, for blessed, because Noah was saved by Yahweh Shem Shai in a weak vessel, man. For blessed is the wood whereby the righteousness cometh. But that which is made with hands is cursed, as well as he that made it. He because he made it, and it because it's being corruptible, it was called a god. And you see an example of this. Look at this.
अब इंडिया के लोग ही खतरनाक है जो पहली लेयर आई थी उसमें तो
these niggas are throwing all their idols over the bridge, man.
मुकाबले में तीसरी लहर
you can't do that to Yahweh Shem Shai.
जो पहली लहर थी उसमें ज्यादा जानी नुकसान इसलिए हुआ था कि तब
and we understand that, hey, look, if the Lord want to spare your life, he'll spare your life. But if Yahweh Shem Shai want to take your life, he going to take it, man. Let his will be done, man. See, these people don't understand that. They don't understand that.
का किसी को पता नहीं था और दूसरी लहर में आने तक उन्होंने काफी हद तक काबू पा लिया था. लेकिन अब
look, damn, and just threw it, and what are they doing? They destroying the river that the Lord created. They don't even understand that.
बहुत हद तक मुख्तलिफ है दुनिया का निजाम दरहम बरहम की.
India is a nasty place. Well, these are heathens, man.
कोरोना की वजह से हो रही है. कोरोना आप को मजाक में समझिए.
Look at this.
अक्सर लोग हैं जो
they carrying it, they picking the idol up, and they just gonna toss it over the they're gonna toss it over the bridge, man.
छुपी रह ही नहीं सकती. हर बात इंसानों के पास है.
This is wow.
तक वो रसाई हासिल कर सक देखना चाहते.
But they'll just create more idols. That's what they do. They'll just create more idols.
Yes, underfunded health system has struggled to cope with the recent wave of COVID, with patients dying in hospital parking lots from lack of oxygen.
It says people are dying in parking lots from the lack of oxygen, man. You know what I'm saying? And these idols ain't nowhere to be found, man. It says, going back to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 7 again. It says, for blessed is the wood whereby righteousness cometh, but that which is made by hands is cursed, as well as he that made it. It says, he because he made it, and it because it being corruptible, it was called a god, or it was called God. For the ungodly and his ungodliness are both alike hateful unto the Most High. These nations are that. And 2/3 of our people are in the same mindset. So they're hateful unto the Most High. It says, for that which is made shall be punished together with him that made it. And you see this right now. These Elamites, they're being punished. They're being punished right along with the idols that they made, man. And they don't understand why. Okay. It says, therefore, therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation, right? Because when Yahweh Shem Shai come back, and the elect Holy Jerusalem come out of them chariots, Lord willing, we be part of that number. We're going to go throughout the whole world. We're going to destroy all these idols, man. That Kabbalah and Mecca, that's going to be leveled to the ground. them big ass statues of Cesare Borgia, Jesus Christus down there in South America gonna be obliterated. Okay, all of these idols in East India, Arabia, Africa, all throughout the world, is gonna be a visitation on them, man. And it ain't gonna be no let's sit down and have coffee. No, they're gonna be destroyed, and you nations gonna know that your gods are nothing. Okay, and that Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is everything. It says, therefore, even upon the idols of the Gentiles shall there be a visitation, because in the creature of the Most High they are become an abomination, right? Because our people followed these things and became an abomination in the sight of the Lord. It says, and a stumbling block to the souls of men, and that's exactly what happened. These idols, they become a stumbling block for the souls of men, for the souls of Israelites, man. Chiefly the Israelites. And they get wrapped up in it. Even the whole Jesus juice thing, man. You know, our people are wholly wrapped up into that. They created a whole mindset, a whole way, a thought process, which is a mindset, a way of life that doesn't benefit them, and it's become a stumbling block. So when they hear the truth, they're blocked. It says, and a stumbling block to the souls of men, and a snare to the feet of the unwise. And 2/3 of our people, they're unwise, man. And these other, just like these nations are unwise. It says, for the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them the corruption of life. For neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever. It says, for by the vainglory of men they enter into the world, and therefore they shall come shortly to an end. You see, and that's what's happening over there in East India, man. And these people are they lost. You see how quick they lost faith, and their so-called gods, man. And they had them rolling with bulldozers in the streets, man. Idols thrown on the street. This comes as a number of C19, you know, is on a rise down there, man. This is Isaiah chapter 2, verse 12. It says, this is a day of reckoning coming, and that's what's coming. It says, for the day of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, a host shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and upon everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low. And it says, upon the cedars of Lebanon that are high and lifted up, upon the oaks of Bashan, and upon the high mountains, and upon all the hills that are lifted up. It says, and upon every high tower, and upon every fenced wall, and upon all the ships of Tarshish, and upon all the pleasant pictures. And the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low. And the Lord Yahweh Shem Shah alone shall be exalted in that day. So it ain't gonna be no praising these idols of any sort. It ain't gonna be no praising of no damn Allah, no goddamn Jesus. It ain't gonna be no praising of no damn Hare Krishnas. None of these idols that these people, these so-called majors, idols that you people celebrate. Christianity is gonna be eviscerated. Okay, because see, like this dude right here, he's out here. I guess he's like he talk. I think he might be an Arabic or something like that. And they got this big ass dome right here where they worship and these two pillars, which all is just Masonic in itself and satanic in itself. They worship that as thinking that they really worshiping the one living true power, but they're not. They're worshiping an idol too, a moon god who don't exist. That's why you see Jakes in Israel, the state of Israel, all out the world, especially that follow that so-called religion. They follow that, and they're being slaughtered, and their God is nowhere to be found. But they're so crazed up, they ain't throw it away yet. But in the day of Yahweh Shem Shah, they're gonna throw it away. So it says, and upon all the towers, and upon and every fenced wall, and upon all the ships of Tarshish, and upon all pleasant pictures, and the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low. And the Lord alone, Yahweh Shem Shai, alone shall be exalted in that day. It says, and the idols he shall utterly abolish, And they shall go into the holes of rocks and into the caves of the earth for fear of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, for the glory of his majesty. And when he ariseth to shake terribly the earth, in that day a man shall cast his idols of silver and his idols of gold, which they made each one for himself to worship, to the moles and to the bats, to go into the clefts of the rocks and into the tops of the ragged rocks, for fear of the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, and for the glory of his majesty. And when he ariseth to shaketh terribly the earth, cease ye from man whose breath is in his nostrils, for wherein is he to be accounted? That's right, man. This Psalm 96:5. It says, for all the gods of the nations are idols, but the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai made the heavens. That's right. That's right. Yahweh Shem Shai made the heavens. He made everything. Okay? And these idols, they didn't do nothing. Deuteronomy 4 and 15. Take ye therefore good heed unto yourselves, for ye saw no manner of similitude on a day that the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai spake unto you in Horeb out of the midst of the fire, lest ye corrupt yourselves and make you a graven image, the similitude of any figure, the likeness of male or female, the likeness of any beast that is on the earth, the likeness of any winged fowl that flieth in the air, the likeness of anything that creepeth on the ground, the likeness of any fish that is in the waters beneath the earth. Unless thou lift up thine eyes unto heaven, when thou seest the sun, the moon, and the stars, even all the hosts of the heavens, shouldest be driven to worship them and serve them, which the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai thy God have divided unto all nations under the whole heaven. So the Lord gave these nations, he gave them idols to worship. He gave them to worship the stars, moon, animals, and creeping things. That's for them. That's not for our people. And this is an example to show you that these idols are not going to deliver you in a time of trouble. Psalms 135 and 13. The name of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai endure forever, and thy memorial, O Lord, throughout all generations. For the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai will judge his people, and he will repent himself concerning his servants. The idols of the heathen are silver and gold, the work of men's hands. They have mouths, but they speak not. Eyes have they, but they see not. They have ears, but they hear not. Neither is there any breath in their mouths. They that make them are like unto them. So is everyone that trusteth in them. You see? Blessed is the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, O house of Israel. Bless the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai, Barakatah Yahweh Shem Shai, O house of Aaron. Blessed, O Lord, O house of Levi. Ye that fear the Lord, blessed the Lord. Blessed be Yahweh Shem Shai out of Zion, which dwelleth at Jerusalem. Praise ye Yahweh Shem Shai. You see? You see? See? These idols, they're not going to deliver you. And this is an example of things to come. You know, a lot of you jakes, you got those crosses hanging on your neck. You're going to rip that off your neck. You got that big ass picture of Cesare somewhere in your house or on your person. You're going to take that. You're going to throw it to the ground. And you're going to forget. You're going to forget your idols in that day. This is Jeremiah 1 and 12. I want to start at 10. Sometimes also priests convey from their gods and gold and silver and bestow it upon themselves. Right? They take the gold and silver back in the ancient world, just like you take the money and you throw money to these heathens, throw money to their idols. What you think happened to that money? The idols taking it and going to the store, buying some Jordans? Nah, the priests that's around there, they take the money and they use it for their means, man. It says, yea, it says they will give thereof to the common harlots and deck them as men with garments, being gods of silver and gold and gods of gold and wood. Yet, it says, yet cannot these gods save themselves from rust, moth, though they be covered with purple raiment? They wipe their faces because of the dust of the temple, wherein there is much of them. And he that cannot put to death one that offendeth him holdeth a scepter, as though he were the judge of the country. Salaki. It says, he have also In his right hand a dagger and an axe, but cannot deliver himself from war and thieves. You see? And that's why these people are starting to wake up, but they're not waking up to the truth. They're just frustrated with their idols, man, because they're not going to deliver them, man. You see? So I just wanted to bring this out just to show you further edification, to show you that Yahweh Shema Shai is the living God, the living power, the only living power, the only living God, and there is none other God with him, man. There's no other God with him, with Yahweh Shema Shai. Matter of fact, I'll end it off with that. There is this is Shalaki. Isaiah chapter 44, verse 6 through 8. And the title of it says, there is no other God. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the King of Israel. This is another reason why in the beginning we didn't have a king as a nation, but our people wanted one, and he gave them one. And we've been having kings ever since, because the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is our king. But nonetheless, we have kings now. I just wanted to bring that out, a little tidbit. But it says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, the King of Israel, and his Redeemer. When our Redeemer is Yahushai, the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai of hosts. I am the first, I am the last. Beside me, there is no God. And it says, and who can proclaim as I do? Then let him declare it and set in order for me, since I appointed the ancient people and the things that are coming and shall come, let them show these to them. Do not fear, nor be afraid. Have I not told you from the time and declared it? You are my witness. Is there a God beside me? Indeed, there is no other rock. I know not one. Hey, call Haloyim Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem Rakak Dash, bruh. You see? So with that, I would say Shalom and on to the next.